is Hannah, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another video. We're doing something a little bit differently today. We are going to be starting a new series. I think I'm going to call it my music recap series. I don't know. We'll have to work on that name. We'll figure it out. Basically, I am going to expose myself today. You guys see me react to videos, listen to songs, hear songs for the first time. How often do I actually listen to all of these songs that I react to? We are going to be doing this series every 2 months. So in this video, we're doing January and February, and then the next video will be March and April. That'll be interesting because there's a lot coming out in March and April, so it'll be kind of a who's vying for the top spot kind of a deal. So I'm going to walk you through my Apple Music replay and we're gonna see what songs I actually listen to. I also don't really have much of a plan for this video, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm just kind of winging it. So if this video is a hot mess, you know why. It'll be better for March and April. I'll kind of figure my life out for that. But anyways, yep, that's the plan. We're gonna see what I've been up to. So we're gonna be starting with January. We'll just roll into this, see how it goes. If I feel a little cuckoo in this video, a little odd, that would be because, like I said, don't really have a plan for this video. Also, my sleep schedule is kind of out of whack between rehearsals and everything. Wonder why that might be. No, there's definitely no reason at all. There's definitely no reason why I was up at 4 a.m. We gotta keep moving because if I think too hard, emotions will start happening. So, January. In the month of January, I listened to 2,192 minutes of music. I think that's pretty normal. You have to let me know. Now we're gonna move into my top artists for the month of January. At number 5 with 80 minutes is Tate McRae. Not surprising. I love her music. I love the 2000s, 2010s-esque sound. I lean in a lot to her music with choreography, and I was working on choreography for some things in the month of January, so that's not surprising at all. But number 4 is &Team with 98 minutes. Interesting because &Team didn't release anything in the month of January, but you know, I love &Team's songs. They hit every time. I love listening to Firework in the car driving at night back from rehearsals. It's just so good. At number 3, huge jump, 240 minutes is ENHYPEN. Not surprising they're in the top 3 because they had a comeback, but also I'm surprised they're not number 2 or number 1. Maybe it's because of when in the month of January the comeback fell. Surprising, but not surprising at all. At number 2 is Zero Base One with 246 minutes. So there's only 6 minutes separating 2 and 3, which is really interesting. I can tell you exactly why Zero Base One is at number 2. That would be because there was the actual confirmation that come March, Zero Base One will not be the 9 members that it should be. I was very reminiscent in that sense. Not surprising, number 1, 266 minutes, so not too far in front of the others. Alpha Drive 1. Not surprising they had their comeback really early in January. I listened to the whole album. Not surprising in the least that Alpha Drive 1 is at number 1. I said I really liked the album, the reaction, so you can see now I definitely really did. The next thing we're going to move on to is these songs. So, top songs, number 5, Little Miss by Girl Set. So this is interesting. I'm not really a girl group person. I don't know, I just never really gravitated towards them. I casually listen to some music if I find songs that I like. So, clearly I like this song. Again, that 2010s-esque sound, I am a sucker for. I really, really love it. And that's one of my favorite songs to listen to when I'm getting ready to go to rehearsal. Number 4 is Chains by Alpha Drive 1. Also at 16 plays. The bottom 4 are all really close and the number 1 is a mile away, which is really funny. I listened to it a lot even when it was just a Boys to Planet track on Apple Music. So not surprising that I listened to it quite a bit when it was the Alpha Drive 1 version that came out. At number 3, now this is where y'all might call me out. Number 3 is Raw Flame by Alpha Drive 1 at 17 plays. So just one more play than the last 2. I remember saying in my reaction when I first heard the song that I was unsure about it. I was like, this is a little weird, it's a little much, the structure of the song was it was overwhelming. Then I took the time to listen to it again, knowing what was coming, and I love the song. Okay, number 2, this might be a little surprising to some people. Number 2 is Zen by Jennie at 18 plays. Like I said, I'm not really a big girl groups person. That being said, I love this song. I think it's so good. It's so cool. So I have a playlist link to my TikTok where any music that I hear on the app and I add to Apple Music, it gets put in a playlist called Songs I Heard Somewhere. This song came up and I just clearly enjoyed it. It's so good. Maybe surprising to y'all, not surprising to me. And then at number 1, no surprise, big shocker here, is Freak Alarm at 33 place. We went from 16, 17, 18, 33. Not surprising, I love that song. I'm obsessed with it. I still listen to it a lot to this day. You can clearly see my opinion on the Alpha Drive 1 debut in this video. Okay, so we are going to move on to the albums. This is not going to be surprising given the information we already know about my listening habits in the month of January. At number 5, though, is a new artist. I don't know if anyone's gonna know who this is. It is 29 EP by Blue Eyes. She's someone I found on TikTok. Her music it's very sad, but it's very relatable music. I'm pretty sure she had a new song come out in the month of January, which would make sense why this is there, but it's also only at 3 minutes, so I don't know. We'll see. Number 4 is Ruby by Jenny. We saw how much I listened to Zen. That's also at 3 minutes. And then at 4 minutes, I don't know why these are all so low. I don't know how their system counts things. But at number 3 is Desire Unleash by Enhypen. I, via TikTok, thank you TikTok, found the song Loose, and let me just say, I'm obsessed. I love that song. I also really like With or Without You. And then at number 2, by a mile, is The Sin Vanish by Enhypen at 32 minutes. Again, I listened to the full album for the reaction, so it's not surprising that it's here. It's a great album. I love it. And at the top of the pyramid, going 3 for 3, is Alpha Drive 1. Sorry, I had to. It was right there. Sorry. They took my top 3. Artist, song, and album, which is crazy. That rarely happens for me because I listen to so much different music for all the different things I do. So that is going to be it for January. Alpha Drive 1 dominated. We'll have to see what comes with February. So let's not waste any time and move right on into February. Okay, in the month of February, I listened to 2,251 minutes of music. So about an hour more, I guess, of music in February. I taught a little bit more dance classes where I use my Apple Music for teaching. There's some interesting results in this one because of that, so that's gonna be funny. This is definitely more chaotic than January's is. That'll be interesting. Top artist, number 5, Zara Larsson. I didn't really listen to Zara Larsson very much, and then she had like a popularity boost in pop culture, and I started hearing more of her songs. So we have a new addition. I don't think ever been on my top artists at all, ever. So that's new, that's fun. At number 4, ATEEZ at 120 minutes. They had a comeback in February, not surprised. If anything, I'm surprised that they're that low. I thought they would be a little bit higher, but seeing the top 3, I also understand why. Number 3, Tate McRae at 126 minutes. Now this has a story with it. So I taught a commercial jazz masterclass to one of her songs, which meant for 2 days, on hours on end, I was playing her song over and over and over again, teaching it. I also had to listen to it over and over and over again to choreograph to it. So it is not surprising at all that she's that high on this list. This is a problem with being a dancer, is it really skews your Apple Music a lot. At number 2 is Britney Spears with 179 minutes. That is crazy. I got on like a Britney Spears kick. Late 90s, 2000s music, that's my jam. If someone asked me my favorite genre, that would be more my answer. I always find that question really hard because I listen to so many different things. Mostly because I grew up doing so many different dance styles. I was listening to every kind of music under the sun. So now I continue to listen to every kind of music under the sun. But that would be my answer if I had to give one. You'll see when we get to the songs how that correlates with everything. At number 1, at 211 minutes, is Enhypen. I didn't know it was coming. I listened to this album so much. It's so good. It's an album that I already really liked out of the gate, but it grew on me, clearly, which is why it's higher ranked in February than it is in January when it came out. I'm fine. Let's move on. Top songs. I'm gonna do 4 and 5 together because they are both at 12 plays. At number 5 is Knife by Enhypen, and at number 4 is Stealer by Enhypen. 2 songs that I mentioned I really liked when I reacted to them. A lot of my top songs are in the playlist of songs I listen to when I'm driving to and from the studio because they're good hype pump up songs, like confidence type boosting things. At number 3 is Outrageous by Britney Spears. I was obsessed with this song in the month of February. It re-popped up on my TikTok and then I just couldn't stop listening to it. It's just so much fun. At number 2 with 17 plays, we have One Look by Leo. This is probably my most consistent song to be in my like top listened to songs for Apple Music. It's the perfect amount of upbeat to where like it's really interesting and fun to listen to, but it also has a little bit of laid backness in the R&B sound in it that it doesn't feel super overwhelming. God, I can't tell you how much I love this song. Honestly shocked it only has 17 plays. I definitely thought it would have been more. Because at number 1, we have Pretty Ugly by Zara Larsson at 32 plays. I don't know, I guess each month I find a song I lock into and I listen to it a bunch. I really love this song. It is so much fun to listen to. Clearly I liked it if I listened to it 32 times in the month of February. Okay, so we're going to move on to albums. So we're only talking about the top 5 in this video, but what you can't see in the numbers 6 to 10 in my albums are 3 different albums of classical ballet music. I was teaching ballet this month, so not pictured but honorary mention to the 3 albums of pop music as classical ballet songs. Appreciate everything you do. My go-to for when I teach ballet. At number 5 is Meet Miley Cyrus by Miley Cyrus at 10 minutes. I guess I was just really into like the nostalgic kind of music I listened to growing up as a kid this month between the Britney Spears and the Miley Cyrus music. There also was the announcement that we're getting the Hannah Montana 20-year special, so that definitely played a part into it. At number 4 is Rainbow by Kesha at 11 minutes. This is because of one song in particular, Praying. Common theme here, I rediscovered the song on TikTok and I was listening to it on my phone and I think I fell asleep, so it kept playing on a loop, which is really funny. But that's where that comes from. Number 3, another TikTok song. I know nothing about this. I'm really terrified that there's AI involved in this and I didn't know. If there is, apologies, I will never listen to it again. Let me make that very clear. Number 3 is I Choose My Future by Good Inside 1, 13 minutes. I don't know, this was a song I heard on TikTok that I liked, but now I'm a little worried about the AI thing because AI is everywhere, and in case there was any discourse, I don't like AI in art. I think it should, AI in general, not great, but AI in art creative spaces, no thank you. So we're gonna move on from that, not give it too much attention. Number 2 is Golden Hour Part 4 by ATEEZ. This album came out this month. I listened to the full thing. It's really good. I did a bunch of reactions for this comeback. Very well executed comeback, in my opinion. At number 1 is Midnight Sun by Zara Larsson. That would be because of Pretty Ugly as well as Midnight Sun. I listened to both of those songs a lot this month. Not really surprising given we already know what my top song was. So that is it for the month of February. We don't have any information on March yet. I can tell you right now though, I have 2 songs that I think could be vying for that number 1 spot just based off of what I've been currently listening to. But there's also a lot of March left. So things can happen. There are releases coming out in the month of March. There's a really big one coming, the BTS comeback. So that could infiltrate everything. So we'll have to see what awaits us in the month of March. So it'll be really interesting to see what my next recap ends up looking like. It will be coming out in the beginning of May after Apple releases the April recap, and I will talk about March and April in that video. That's going to be really interesting because there's so much coming out in the months of March and April that it will be a fight vying for the top spots on my replay. So you'll have to wait and check back in and see if there's any surprises there. I know it's not pictured here, but I listened to Fame by Rise for the first time right at the end of February, and I listened to it enough that it got in my top 10 songs for the month of February. So who knows? Things can always change. I don't think I need to make this disclaimer, but I'm going to do it just in case. If I did not mention an artist, an album, or a song in this video that you like, that doesn't mean I dislike them or their music. It's really no big deal. This video is just for funsies, for me to expose myself, because I talk so much about how I feel about music on first listen that I felt like it would be fun to show you guys in real life what I actually listen to. So that is going to be it for this video. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your most listened to songs were in the beginning of 2026. And if you have any predictions on what my top favorites could be for March and April, I'm really interested to see what y'all would think. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications. Like I said, March and April, going to be crazy months. There's going to be a lot of videos coming out. There will likely be extra videos dropping a week just as a way for me to keep up with everything that is coming out. So it's really important that you have those post notifications turned on. If you want to go check out any of my reactions, I have a reactions playlist full of all of my reactions, plus each group has their own playlist on here. I also do have a playlist of all of my dance store reactions if you're looking for a little more intellectual commentary on anything. And then I also have a playlist called Reactions to Come that is full of everything that I'm confirmed to be reacting to that has been released, so it does not include any upcoming releases, because I don't have anything to add to the playlist for those. So if you don't see something in that playlist that you would want me to watch, feel free to drop it down in the comment section below or reply to one of my posts and let me know. If you want to go follow me on any other social medias, I will put them both down here, as well as in the description of this video and on my channel page. So if you want to go follow me over there, I would love to have you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a little chaotic, but you know, there's beauty in the chaos, I guess. Thank you so much for watching my video and supporting my channel. I will see you guys in the next one.